can you share your journey in education and how it led you to this position?
Well, sure. And my journey to education has been a long and a tiring one as well. मैं 2010 से इस इंडस्ट्री का हिस्सा हूँ, लेकिन I go back as well, back in 2006. Actually, my father was a mathematician. सबसे पहले तो you know that whenever we talk about mathematics, so somehow it's not interesting. We know the sweating of the palms, the butterflies in the stomach when people hear about an assessment in nonsense. So he wanted this to be, interesting. जापान में अगर आप देखें तो बच्चे सबका मैथ्स बहुत अच्छा है, they're very sharp. So somehow that was the idea to make maths interesting. So 2006 was the year जहाँ पर मैंने UK से मास्टर्स किया in educational multimedia. That's the fusion of education and technology. So we wanted कि इसको हम एनिमेट करें, मैथमेटिक्स को इंटरेस्टिंग करें, यूज़ ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी को मज़ीद इन्हांस करें उनका क्रिएट. सो दैट वाज माय जर्नी towards education. So in 2010 I started this, and I developed a lot of CDs, educational packages for students to learn. साथ साथ I used to test them on target audience, बच्चों के ऊपर भी अप्लाई की वो सारी practices, how we can enhance the learning experience of the students. So that was the thing that inspired me to work more on this side. And जो कहते हैं ना कि चलता गया आगे, जैसे जैसे चलता गया उस हिसाब से बहुत सारी चीज़ें अनफोल्ड होती हैं कि ये बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट एरिया है जहाँ पर इस वक्त वन ऑफ द मेन रीजंस दैट पाकिस्तान एज अ नेशन लैग बिहाइंड प्योरली ड्यू टू प्रॉपर एजुकेशन. हमारा प्रॉब्लम यही रहा है हमेशा से कि वी आर ओनली टेस्टिंग द मेमोरी, वी डोंट टेस्ट द नॉलेज इटसेल्फ. सो दैट्स द बिगेस्ट गैप. So this is the reason that now I'm still in the same industry, and currently we are trying to meet up with the current needs. So this is a very basic, I would say, my journey in education.
So what inspired you to pursue a leadership role in academia?
See, the main problem what I found कि शुरू में तो सोचते हैं लोग कि the main problem is that what to do and how to do. When we talk about our curriculum, there were a lot of gaps. Like पाकिस्तान में यही कंसिडर किया जाता था कि एक सिस्टम है जिसके अंदर सारे एग्जाम हैं एंड देयर इज अ टारगेट जिसको मीट करना है, तो जिसमें क्रैमिंग बहुत ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व हो. उसके बरक्स अगर हम अपने लाइक इफ वी टॉक अबाउट 21st century education, we were nowhere near to that. So the main problem that I saw was that first of all we need to educate the teachers or the faculty. उससे भी पहले हमें ये देखना है कि whosoever is going to deliver certain learning resources to the students, are they equipped enough? So उससे पहले हमें उनको ट्रेन करना. उससे भी पहले हमने देखना है कि हमारा जो करिकुलम है is that according to the 21st century education or not? Is it aligned with the challenges? क्योंकि आज जो बच्चा प्ले ग्रुप में आ रहा है, he is going to be assessed in the market after around 20 years, I would say. So उसने जब मार्केट में जाना है तो will he be equipped enough to meet the challenges after that number of years? हमें ये पता है कि whatever change comes around, it takes a decade or so. तो उसको हमने ज़ाहिर है कि हर चीज़ को देखना है, साथ साथ लेके चलना है बच्चे को मॉडर्न लेवल के ऊपर, जो आज से 10 साल बाद जो प्रैक्टिसेस आनी है उसके मुताबिक हमने तैयार करना. सो दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द की थिंग्स दैट व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डिलीवर इन द क्लासरूम. सो हमें एक कल्चर डेवलप करना है क्लासरूम में, और उस कल्चर का हिस्सा स्टूडेंट है, उस कल्चर का हिस्सा टीचर, उसकी मैनेजमेंट एंड देन द पेरेंट्स. हमें सबको इक्विप करना है. पेरेंट्स को भी ये बताना ज़रूरी है कि हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट दीज अर्ली ईयर्स आर, बिकॉज फाउंडेशंस मस्ट बी वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग. सबसे ज़्यादा मेन फोकस भी उसके फाउंडेशन. सो दीज आर द इंग्रेडिएंट्स दैट वी मस्ट इंश्योर टू डिलीवर अ वेरी हाईली स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड एजुकेशन एक्सपीरियंस. Well, technology is the key nowadays. We've witnessed the change in a decade already. So technology is very important. However, we need to make sure that it is assistive. technology is assistive. So we make sure that we integrate technology on a daily basis with the students. For example, currently we know that it's hard to take the students away from the games on the mobile. So what we're doing through Press Touch, this is our special and unique feature in our schools, that through technology we make sure that the students' learning is enhanced through fun, through games, and that starts from the very beginning, from the early years. For example, if we are learning maths and all that, we are learning addition, division, subtraction. So there are certain games that we, get the students to play. Press Touch has a feature to, involve multiple students at the same time. So for example, popping of the balloons and stuff like that, that helps, that engages the students in the learning experience. So they are having fun, they are learning that as well. On the background, the learning process continues as well, and they are happy as well due to those gadgets. That's one. Second thing, of course, assessments. We just take certain assessments through our web portal, through the apps. Assessment is done through that. Of course, on the paper assessment, it takes some time to check it and then give the feedback and all that. Feedback is very important for the learning process. So once we make sure that our assessments are online as well, students just click and they get all the reasoning and the feedback instantly. And that then goes towards the parents as well as the teachers, so that they can properly evaluate where the students are and what they may need, to improve what they might have missed. So technology and the general curriculum, the general learning, they go side by side. They are all integrated within our system. This is how we do it.
How do you ensure that the educational standards across schools in your region consistently meet the required quality benchmarks?
Well, that's a great question, and I would love to answer this. First of all, selection, and there are a lot of criteria. Everyone cannot, deliver these standards and all that. So first of all, whenever I meet someone who's, influenced and inspired to change the society through education, I ask them about what their vision is and what's their inspiration as well at the same time. Because ये काम वही कर सकता है कि जिसके अंदर वो पैशन काम करने का बच्चों को सिखाने और उसको इस प्रोसेस का हो. So that's one thing, that whosoever comes around for Press, we ensure that he's got passion to work. Second thing is that, of course, as I told before, that we need to make sure that we develop a culture. To develop a culture within a school, a learning culture, so we need to make sure that they are according to the standards. So at Press, we ensure those things. Since as a group, city schools, we've been doing this since 1978. That's a long time. So we make sure that we deliver that kind of experience to develop the culture of the school itself. So we make sure that these are the two things that I've mentioned. The third thing would be, of course, the faculty. That's one of the most important. Faculty, of course, we cannot compromise on the teaching. We make sure उसके interviews में भी हम बैठे, इस section में भी हम demonstrations को भी बैठे, and only then we allow them to teach in class. So we make sure that this is how the standards are met.
So, what message would you like to give to the Press community?
Well, it's a very basic one, to be very honest, but it's the most important. Press is, of course, for everyone, and what we lack in education, I believe, and what we should be doing. The 21st century education, it requires a lot of things to be, incorporated in the education sector itself. First thing is, of course, what we lack is the skill set. And what we mean by skill set? Skill set, basic communication is also a skill. To represent yourself is also a skill, right? And of course, the modern era, the years to come, of course, as I said before, that we need to prepare our students, to meet the challenges after 10 odd years. So today we need to give them more. What the problem was that we always used to cap our students. We need to make sure that our students in Press are independent learners, they are critical thinkers, and they are conversant, and they can represent themselves and should be excellent in communication. So this is my message, and I would love that the parents do understand this part as well, because it's the future of the children. So this is my brief message to the community of us. Let's get connected, let's get engaged, and let's go for a prosperous future within themselves, because each and every individual is a citizen of Pakistan. This is how we can, uplift our